Good morning, all of you. When I look at your faces, I am very confident. We are a nation with a difference. We are on the rise. Shri P.C. Modi, Secretary General Rajya Sabha, I am greatly benefited by his experience as CBDT chairman. He brings on the table huge experience, exposure, composed behavior, and a leader who will motivate one and all. Shri Sunil Kumar Gupta is Secretary to Vice President of India, 1987 batch, Indian Administrative Service, alumnus of IIT Kanpur. Actually, he joined this service in 1986. So actually his batch could be Nitinji, 1986, railway service. Shri Nitin Gupta ji, Chairman CBDT. I am fortunate to have accepted his 3 invitations. All have been enriching to me. I am particularly grateful for his invite to Nagpur. Nagpur is famous in several ways. One is that your institute is there. The paradigm shift in tax governance, which was initiated, has been taken by him to lofty heights, and I am sure it will continue in that trajectory. Shri Siman Chala Das, Principal Director General Training CBDT, IRS 1988. He must have given you a very tough time. I know you can't speak out, must have given you a very tough time. Hard taskmaster, the entire faculty. But trust me, all your life you will be grateful to him and his team, because the team has chiseled you into being spinally very strong. Same is about Shri Anand Berwar, Director General, NADT, 1990 batch. I must make a mention of 1996 batch Indian Revenue Service official, Garima Jain. She is Joint Secretary of Rajya Sabha, extremely able, competent, and devotional. So my personal experience, Nitinji, is Rajya Sabha functions very smoothly when it has greater component of your service. Bhuvi Gupta, Divya Pant, and Rudraksh, they are your representatives. And I can imagine the fervor, commitment, enthusiasm in an age of hope and possibility. They have narrated both the things. One, the training part, and the other, composition of the trainees. Would the lone law graduate rise, please? He is the only one from my fraternity. Who is the law graduate? Oh, he is unwell. I can understand his number is small. And let me narrate a small incident. एक हाथी के बच्चे की चूहे के बच्चे से टक्कर हो गई. तो चूहे के बच्चे ने पूछा हाथी के बच्चे से, तेरी उम्र क्या है? उसने कहा 3 महीने. तो चूहा तो बिल्कुल परेशान हो गया कि 3 महीने में इतना बड़ा शरीर. तो हाथी के बच्चे ने पूछा, तेरी उम्र क्या है? उसने कहा, आजकल मेरा स्वास्थ्य ठीक नहीं है. Friends, a delightful occasion to address a group of bright young officers who joined the government of India to be in service of Bharat, home to 1/6 of humanity. Bharat is changing, and the increasing presence of women officers, I can see them all around, very impactful, is a testament to the same. Presence of 35 women officers in the batch comprising 38% of its strength, is reflective of the change we all are seeing on ground. Particularly, we witnessed it in full glory on 26 January 2024 at Kartavya Path. It was in full bloom. Friends, Bharat defines to the world the woman-led empowerment by epocally providing 1/3 reservation to women in Lok Sabha and state legislatures. They would be part of policy making and governance. This is a historic change, a change that fructified after 3 decades of struggle. And imagine when Lok Sabha and state legislatures will have 1/3 women and more, the impact on policy and governance will be soothing, wholesome, and absolutely essential for inclusivity. Friends, all of you are fortunate for being part of the growth story of the nation that is on the rise, and the rise is unstoppable. A nation that has set the target of being a developed nation, Viksit Bharat, at 2047. I am particularly pleased to welcome the trainee officers from Bhutan and wish the people of Bhutan every success in their national endeavors. India greatly values its friendship with Bhutan. Friends, you have to vindicate the motto in the logo of your department. And the logo is very significant, very important. Kosh Moolo Dand, yani Dhan Mool Shakti hai. This appears in Kautilya's Arthashastra, emphasizing that treasury is foundation of administration. Our nation today is defined by a robust economy, already 5th largest global economy, on way to becoming the 3rd largest global economy in 2 years. Exponential rise in infrastructure with world-class roads, airports, railway stations, trains, to name just few. Phenomenal empowerment of digitization, transparent and accountable governance, and unprecedented upsurge in our global image. This is the Bharat in which you are living. That's why I call you are fortunate to join the service of the nation at this time. Corruption-free environment with enforceability of equality before law. And these were distant dreams a few years ago. They are a ground reality and new norm today. What a big change. You will have the full occasion to exploit your potential and talent to serve your motherland. Friends, in this upbeat national mood of hope and possibility, you all are going to charter the tax administration of the country from Amrit Kal onward to Viksit Bharat at 2047. Imagine what lies on your shoulders. A perfect platform is made available to you. You have to be in delivery mode now. In the last decade, transformative taxation reforms, and 2 of the great champions of these transformative tax reforms are on the dais, Mr. P.C. Modi and Mr. Nitin Gupta. They are there. So in the last decade, transformative taxation reforms have reduced the tax burden, removed distortionary incentives, paving the way for increasing the tax base to further boost growth. When I said distortion in incentives, that was absolutely a bane. It has been rationalized. Seamless mechanism is now in place. It takes great planning and approach to do it. This has been accomplished. It's a big change. Paradigm mindset shift, both with the department, Nitinji, and with the taxpayer, has taken place. Their relationship now is one of being in concert, in togetherness, in consensual stance. No one dreads today the tax administrator. This is a huge paradigm shift. Friends, for any country or an individual, resource mobilization and its optimal spending is key to development. This makes your role and commitment vital. You will provide the cutting edge to development mechanisms. It is soothing to note that over last decade, the direct tax collections have shown a threefold rise, as indicated by Nitinji, and the number of people filing income tax returns increased nearly 2.5 times. Citizen-centric initiatives in tax services have boosted the confidence of the people in tax administration. I think there could not have been a more dramatic 360-degree change in the outlook. Earlier, income tax inspector, income tax officer, the assessing officer generated awe in the taxpayer who was a participant in national development. Now they are in togetherness partners. Friends, there has been increasing emphasis on smooth and seamless resolution of tax disputes to make the system more friendly to taxpayers, focusing on building trust and enhancing the ease of doing business in the country. I got into Parliament in 1989. I was a union minister. I never thought I will see a mechanism where the income tax department will continually remind me that you have changed your bank account and therefore your refund is not being credited. Just imagine such kind of hand-holding by the income tax department. And another great thing that has happened for a person at my age, they make available entire transactions to you in one form. You may forget, the department doesn't forget. This is a great big leap towards modernity. Friends, tax collection potential remains to be untapped. We are a nation of 1.4 billion people. When we take the number of taxpayers in relation to our population, the number is not desirable. This number needs to go up. This number has to go up not by invasive actions, not by coercive mechanism, but by taking recourse to counseling. And that I'm sure you all will undertake. As members of this service, it is your obligation to effect optimal exploitation of this potential so that largest number of people come into tax net. They enhance the tax basket so that our national development can look up further. This has to be done, according to me, in twofold manners. One, awareness. Let the people know that the department today has a mechanism to know of their old transactions. Technologically, the department is equipped to reach out to everyone's fiscal behavior. And the moment they come to know about it, there will be a sense of fear. But you can give relief that it is easy to be tax compliant. And the moment there is intermix of the two, the number will go up, and the number should go up, because a nation does need money for its development trajectory. Friends, my generation and most of on this dais have seen cash transactions, informal economy. That was part of our life. We were used to it. Gone are the days of informal economy and cash transactions. They are gone. And trust me, they will never come back. Department is availing latest technology as regards spending of individuals thanks to PAN, Aadhaar and other mechanisms. The moment a person will know I am under watch, what I seek to hide is known to them. He will try to be compliant rather than compliance be effected, because the latter one is not going to be present. You therefore, friends, will have to engage into an activity to instill a sense of surest passage to success in ordinary people, and that is be law-abiding and tax compliant. Potential taxpayers need to be informed about the advantages of being part of formal economy. Most people are not aware. The moment you tell them if you are part of a formal economy, if your tax file is good, you will be in a position to reap advantages from governmental policies, the banking system, and simultaneously you must also inform them the travails of not following rule of law. And I am sure once this happens, there will be no transgression of law, no overreach of tax mechanism, and people will fall in line. Friends, a person may collect money, the government may collect money, people give it. They give it because it is their obligation. They give it because they feel like giving it like charity. But they want one supreme confidence. Is my money being used well? Is it going for the right cause? Is it serving the nation? And in this context, let me tell you with pride, wholesome development is the taxpayer is now fully assured that his tax payments are being fully and optimally utilized for national development. How else would you see this kind of growth? Infrastructure, rail, roads, airports, exponential growth. The world is taking note of it. We never visualized or dreamt that the country will have this kind of development because there is optimal utilization of tax collected money. This has heightened the people's confidence as corruption and avoidance of law are no longer rewarding. You are discerning minds, are brilliant minds. You have had earlier experience also, as I gather from your training discourse. You know it. Corruption is now a huge liability. Avoidance of legal process gives you sleepless nights. There was a time when there was privileged pedigree. But that privileged pedigree has learned the hard way that in a democratic society all are equal. Democracy thrives and blossoms only and only because there is equality before law. So you have a perfect platform to deliver. Friends, your role is especially significant given the rising share of direct taxes in overall tax revenue. In India, the direct tax collection till the end of the last calendar year was well over 50% of the budget estimates of direct taxes for the financial year 2023-24. Significant, very significant. In fact, I am told, and Nitinji, I am sure will worship for it, that the direct tax to GDP ratio touched a record high of 6.11% at the end of financial year 2023. You, my dear young officers, you represent what? You represent India's cream. You represent India's talent that has been tested by a very severe competitive examination. You are here after being made to go and undertake rigorous training. You therefore are fully equipped to take on the challenge which you face to make Bharat a great nation. Your commitment to serving the humanity with integrity and directional approach should never be compromised. I can tell you, given your position, there will be temptations. There may be instances where you may feel confidently yielding to temptation will not get detected. Trust me, gone are the days. This will no longer happen. Everything is subject to detection and under watch. The safest route to being a good officer, a good citizen is never to take shortcuts. Believe in rule of law. I can tell you each of you will have an option and other avenues where you can make greater money, more money. There may be offers also, but the pleasure and satisfaction of serving Bharat Mata in this position is more than any other compensation you may get outside. Your role in ensuring effective tax administration and improved voluntary compliance and in creating deterrence against tax evasion make you critical contributors to the act of nation building. Friends, you are enjoined with the task of laying the foundations of Viksit Bharat at 2047. Next 25 years will be defined by your commitment, direction and approach. Foundations are being laid now. You must wear the mantle of this responsibility with pride and with due sense of integrity. Friends, I'll make a special appeal for which I am passionately committed. Vocal for local, a call given by our Honorable Prime Minister, and love for Swadeshi. What are these? These are facets of economic nationalism. Now just imagine this country making a huge demand on foreign exchange because we import items that are avoidable. And what are the ill effects of it? Immediate ill effect, our foreign exchange is drained. Second, employment opportunities are being deprived. And third, entrepreneurship is blunted. Now when all effects are there, some people engage into this activity for fiscal gain. My appeal to them that no fiscal gain can be sufficient to compromise on economic nationalism. But where do you come in between for this? In your normal course, you will be dealing with chartered accountants, with company secretaries, with people from commerce, trade and industry. People would love to interact with you from these segments. If you take it upon yourselves to instill in them a sense of commitment for economic nationalism, nurture economic nationalism, you will be doing a great service to the nation, and rise of our economy on this count alone will be very significant. I am sure you will keep this in mind. Friends, therefore, I urge your fraternity. Nitinji, your entire fraternity, you have to lead from the front. Play with the state bat. The game of economic nationalism. Promote the spirit of economic nationalism in mission mode, with a passion to serve the nation. Friends, I wish you the very best for your future. As all of you join Marathon March for Viksit Bharat at 2047, I have every hope, confidence and optimism that you will deliver. Some of us may not be around to see your glorious success, but we will meet our Maker with the hope and confidence. Success will not elude you. Thank you so much. Be ever blessed.